Asked about the roster shakeup once everybody gets back there, which feels like we're on the eve of, Keefe.
The precipice.
Not a great run. I don't know if you saw these numbers yesterday in the finale for Roman Anthony, Trevor Story, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. I say finale.
I know. I would put those three guys, by the way, in three different tiers. Like everybody's talking about like the return of and like, hey, look at the lineup tonight, and like these three guys are all in there. I'm like, well, I only want one of them to play with the actual Red Sox. The other two, it's like I don't view them anywhere close to the same.
That's a good point. They were 0 for 10.
They were
last night in Worcester,
which is par for the course for Trevor Story.
Trevor Story on his rehab assignment is hitting 138 with 10 Ks.
Oh,
Kiner-Falefa is hitting 111.
Yeah, they don't need to bring those guys up.
Nope. At least he said, bring me back after September 1st. It wasn't Trevor
Kiner-Falefa.
Story call me up last week.
So Trevor Story's like, I'm good to go Friday. They're like, we're good. We're all set.
We'll get to Craig Breslow's answer on that in just a moment. We're going to talk to Rob Bradford about all of this coming up at 11:30. We'll go on the clock at high noon with our thoughts on the Patriots preseason finale tonight. So stay tuned for that with your phone call, 617-779-7937. However, big signing in the NFL, Keefe.
What do you got? Oh, do we need the breaking news?
No,
it's not New England related?
It's not New England related.
Dang.
The Seahawks have made yet another signing.
How do they have the money?
Leonard Williams, 3 years, $90 million extension, keeps him in Seattle for the foreseeable future.
Right.
It is $56 million guaranteed out of that 90. So right there, you could just see the games
How
they
do
play.
they have the money? Didn't they just sell for the owners out $9 million?
No, good point. No, billion.
Billion with a B?
$9 million.
Here is who Seattle has extended this offseason. JSN, 4 years, 169.
Nice.
Devon Witherspoon, 4 years, 132.
Okay.
Leonard Williams, 3 years, 90, and Derek Hall, who I think we still get tweets about for our Super Bowl tiers that we didn't have him on there.
Yeah, we had him low.
Derek Hall, 3 years, $42 million. So yeah, how do the Seahawks have that money, Keith? Great question.
Don't know. Must be under a mattress somewhere.
That new owner must have a
I guess so.
lot of dough.
Willing to spend.
I guess.
But that's what you should do. You win the Super Bowl and you're led by a bunch of young players. Leonard Williams not super young, but you know what I'm saying? Like the other guys, really young players, you drafted them. Crazy idea. Keep them.
You have a good roster. I would hang on to it.
That's what they're doing.
I would say that about the Boston Celtics. I would say that to Robert Kraft and the Patriots. You drafted and developed Christian Gonzalez. He's pretty good. It's time to pay him now. That's the only downside.
Hang on to him.
To drafting and developing a really good player is at some point you got to pay them, and you got to pay them at the top of the market, and that means you have a really, 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 really good player. And Kraft doesn't seem to want to do that.
It's not.
But let's blame Gonzo, and let's blame his agent, and let's blame the market, and let's blame all these other things, and not the guy who routinely
greed
does not
I believe
retain.
it's one of the 7 deadly sins, Jones. Greed. Ever hear of it?
Yeah, routinely does not retain players like this. Okay, we'll get to that coming up. Meanwhile, Craig Breslow was asked about Trevor Story earlier today. Point blank, good question by Wiggy. Is Trevor Story going to be your everyday shortstop as the Red Sox have an off day today?
Good question.
There are, I'd say, a good opportunity if they want to make some roster moves. They can do that heading into the Yankees series this weekend. Here's how Breslow answered that.
Craig, when you look at Trevor Story specifically, you've had a lot of guys that have stepped in at the shortstop position and contributed a lot. But prior to his injury, he was your everyday shortstop. Is that still the mindset with a guy like him when he comes back, is that he gets right back into that?
Well, I think, the way specifically playing time will be distributed, we'll have conversations with Trevor and Trace, and we'll work through that. And we've seen Trevor will be the first to say that he struggled before getting hurt this season, but he was also a guy who carried our offense for months at a time last year. And I don't think that we got to see a full healthy version of him. He was battling through the sports injury that probably limited his ability to be like the explosive athlete that he can be. But at his best, he can run the bases really well. He can defend, and he can do damage at the plate. And so that's what we're looking for. And when he's right, he's a guy that fits into the middle of a lineup.
All right. What was your response to that when he's right?
Yes. No, my response is the question was pretty simply, is Trevor Story still the everyday shortstop? The answer was a long-winded way of saying no. And then to give you details on it, he sucked earlier this year. He was good at times last year. And, he can do these things and when he's good to go. So, no, I think he definitely – and this to me was great to hear. I think Tracy similarly was asked about it even last week because Trevor Story opened his mouth and was like, I'm going to be ready to go for Friday. And even he was very polite about it, but it was like, well, we have a plan. We got a plan with all these guys, and like I don't want to do timetables, and I want to do this, that, and the other thing. But they should not just give him the job back.
Nope.
Like, no way in hell. He was so bad earlier this year. And whether it's Andrew Monasterio or some of the other guys that have had a shot at it.
Okay, but the Monasterio thing's getting worse by the day at short. So
He is not great defensively.
I want his bat. I'm not even sure I want it in there every day, but I want it on the team, and I want him getting reps, whether that's a DH, which is getting more crowded.
I think it's more almost Arias time.
Or at second base. Right, so I'm not telling you I have a great solution at shortstop, but I know what it isn't, and I don't think it's Trevor Story, and I'm with you. That was actually encouraging to hear today. He didn't commit to Story. He's not like, well, he's an all-star, and when he's back, of course. They said when he's right, we'll think about it. He's clearly not right.
Right.
So I'm not sure he's getting called up this weekend.
He may not.
By the way, do you want Roman Anthony called up for this series?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, because I'm not sure I do.
I think it's Schlittler tomorrow.
We talk about dropping the guy into like high-pressure situation.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have him, Keefe. Red Sox, Yankees leading off, playing like left field.
So I'm not leading them off.
But that's probably what they're going to do. And they've done this the whole time with Roman Anthony, where they just put him in these high-pressure spots. And at some point, you got to come back and play, and at some point, you're going to get a Yankee game.
Yeah.
The first game's got to be the Yankees. Like,
well, I know.
I got to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that. And I do. I don't like it.
Okay. I wouldn't play him in all 4 games because I think part of it is you do need to sort of ease him back in. I don't think he's going to be left field or lead off every single game. Maybe he's left field for one of the games. Maybe he's DH for one of the games. And I would like him hitting 7th, 8th, or 9th. I'd have him lower in the lineup. And that's what I would do with Roman Anthony, who at least has shown something. We were going over the Story and the IKF numbers. Those guys can't even get minor league hits. Meanwhile, Roman's got a home run in Portland. He's got a home run for Worcester. So at least he's showing you some promise. And I know, a couple of days after Jarren Duran hits the grand slam in extra innings, maybe not the best time to say it, but I'm ready to give Roman Anthony the job over Jarren Duran and kind of go from there. So if you want to get him a few games, if you think he's ready, I'd put him against the Yankees.
Jarren Duran, you can duke it out with Mickey Gasper and whatever else for scraps at DH, or Roman Anthony's the DH and you're working in the left field. But
I came up with the perfect solution.
That's who you're battling with. Oh, you did?
Yes. Jarren Duran has fantastic numbers in the 9th inning or beyond.
He does. He leads baseball with late RBIs, correct?
Pinch hitter. You don't start anymore.
Yeah.
But late in the game, you're gonna dig in there. You're gonna take over for Monasterio late in the game. And then this is another idea I had. Why not bring Chang back up and have him just be the defensive replacement at short?
Well, at some point you have roster limitations, right?
Yeah, I know.
But you're saying you'd rather have Chang than IKF?
Oh, way more.
Yeah, I could get with that. Yeah.
Way more, because he's nice in the field, and you could have him be like a defensive, the Doug Mankiewicz of shortstops.
617-779-7937. We got your phone calls here on Jones and Keefe. We can get more into Roman Anthony and his stint in Fort Myers. Was he punished for it? And also, how does he feel about some of the speculation about what he's up to off the field? We'll get to that. Plus, Red Sox got caught, I think, looking ahead last night to the Yankees. They sat some guys down. Contreras among them. Adley Rutschman, maybe not sat down. Maybe there's something going on with him.
Oh, he stinks.
Let's get to all of that